When Ravichandran Ashwin speaks, the world actually takes into account a lot of things. Come to think about it, Ashwin's comment on the run out at the non-strikers end actually forced a change in law. His retired out dismissal sparked a lot of debate. But now, on the sidelines of a promotional event that Ashwin was speaking at for Rajasthan Royals, at that time he has highlighted the plight of the bowlers. You all will remember Ravichandran Ashwin after the KKR versus PBKS game. He had given out an SOS alert for the bowlers. Now he has come up with all the other things which have made this game, you may say, overtly favourable to the batters. Bowlers have been reduced to bowling machines because game is tilting too far on the side of the batsman. Someone else's misery is giving spectators a great time. Bowlers need a mental boost now. Spectators come to the ground only to watch fours and sixes. 120, 140, 150 in a T20, oh, too boring. But it can often lead to a lot of thrillers. On the other hand, a 260 score, 287, 277, 272, 250, 7 250 plus scores. Oh, what an IPL we are having. Spectators do not want an equal contest. They want bowlers to be reduced to bowling machines. Oh, batters, you hit. We only want to see fours and sixes. He's also taken a brutal dig at how the stadiums are built. Now, this is a very interesting point. Because not only are the pitches made so flat, it's like a butcher's table front at this point in time. Now, looking at all the other things, boundaries are smaller, outfields are quicker, batters are bigger. If you look at it, the bats are bigger. What do? Ashwin has stated that only. Stadiums built back then are not relevant in the modern era. Bats used back then are for gully cricket. LED boards has meant boundary comes in by 10 meters. Now, if it's a 70-meter boundary, because of the connections, because of the LED boards, and also because in the IPL you need space for the cheerleaders, it's come in by 10-15 meters. Classic case, look at the boundary dimensions in each and every IPL venue. Some is 57, others is 54. Some venues it's just about 60 meters, the longest might be 80 meters. What kind of boundaries are you preparing? What are the pitches that you're preparing? In India, now there seems to be a course correction, and is it any coincidence that after April 30th, you've seen the number of 220, 230 plus scores come down? At the start, you wanted the batters to ensure, oh, we are in total confidence, we want runs. So you did that. Now you're doing a course correction in the other way, so you're reduced to 160, 170, 180 kind of targets, knowing fully well you won't get those scores in the West Indies. This is where Ashwin's point, stadiums built back then, bats used back then are not relevant and are used for gully cricket, is absolutely spot on. Bats are bigger, boundaries are smaller, a toppage can go for a 6, which is why nowadays if you want to see a scoop being hit, then perhaps you may not have to look at it too intently. This is the problem. Bowlers at this point in time, when you look at it, some stadiums and boundaries are huge. He had a very tongue-in-cheek remark when he asked about the boundary dimensions. He said, some stadiums boundaries are huge. I would need a bicycle to reach. He quoted Savai Mansingh. Although one portion of the Savai Mansingh seems to be smaller, but maybe the straight boundaries are a bit longer. Others, I could walk to the boundary. If I spit my chewing gum, it will go over for a 6. It's that small. Look at the boundary sizes at the Eden Gardens. Look at the boundary sizes at the Chinnaswamy. Look at the boundary sizes at the Wankhede. It is a big joke. And because of this, he has had to course correct in a way and say, okay, looking at the ball striking of players in IPL, one has to stand, applaud and marvel their skills. Spectators come to watch 6s and 4s. That is why when you look at this particular situation, we are into 54, 55 games of the IPL. You are already crossing 1000 6s. How many 4s, how many 6s will they hit at this point in time? That remains to be seen now. But do you agree with Ravichandran Ashwin's assessment that yes, the pitches, the wickets, the boundaries and the stadiums built are no longer relevant? Do you think the small boundaries and the flat pitches ensure that bowlers are reduced to bowling machines? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Trade. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. Don't forget we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.